Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Brains at Work, designing work for every brain. My name is Carla, I'm your host. I work with people and organizations to change the way we work one neuron at a time. And today I want to talk about good ways to respond to the confession of a colleague.
How do you respond when somebody opens up to you?
And actually, it doesn't really have to be a colleague, but since we are talking about work and business here, I'm going to stick to this. But how do you really respond when somebody opens up to you? That's the most fundamental question. And more specifically, I want to talk about how do you respond when someone in your entourage comes and tells you that they have received a diagnosis for neurodiversity, that they have discovered they are ADHD, or they are autistic, or they are dyslexic. And this comes as a news for you and also most likely for them. How do you react? So I'm asking this question because I figured this scenario myself. And since I found out about my neurodiversity only a couple of years ago, when I was, of course, already adult and already in a workplace with a lot of experience, I already had 15 years on my shoulders. Like, what do I do? So I had to confess this thing. Allow me the term. I had to say it out loud to my friends, my family, the people around me, also in my workplace. And the reactions have been not so great. Basically, I figured 3 scenarios. Let's go with them. Scenario number 1.
Oh, come on, but how can you be autistic? Come on, let's be realistic. If you are autistic, then what am I?
Scenario number 2.
Oh, this is a bit of a strict judgment. Maybe you should ask for a second opinion?
Scenario number 3.
Oh, yeah. No, but I knew it. I knew it because I could tell you are strange. I knew it already.
Let's put it out very clearly. None of this is a good way of responding. These are not good ways of responding. And since I'm really kind, I'm going to explain you why. Okay? First and foremost, the person who says, "Oh, but how can you be autistic? Come on, there are occasions where you understand things faster than me."
Yes, that's exactly neurodiversity. Exactly that sharp judgment and understanding of patterns you haven't seen, that's neurodiversity right there.
Now I know what you are thinking. You on your side, you are thinking, yeah, but if I say to someone that they are not, in my opinion, divergent, is a compliment. I'm not offending or judging anyone. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because by saying something like that, you are implicitly saying that any neurodiverse is a sort of an handicapped individual for which you have very low esteem. And since you thought that your friend or colleague is not one of them, you are making a compliment, except the fact that they are. That's why they came to you.
You understood? Correct. Perfect. Beautiful.
Moving to scenario number 2. Why telling this person to go ask for a second opinion is not a good idea? Because you have to understand that the process of diagnosis is very long, is very draining on emotional level. This is an emotional challenge that this person is coming out of, made of many sessions, variable between 3 to 6, with a psychiatrist, with a number of practitioners, where this person had to revisit moments of their life and memories they never wanted to revisit again, or things that they have misunderstood, or family connections that they have lost because of who they are. And now you are coming and saying, maybe you should ask for a second opinion.
Dude, who are you to say this? Seriously, this is not something you can say, okay? No. It's not a good idea. The third scenario, I don't even want to comment. Let's stop on these two.
What is the appropriate way to respond then, if none of these is right? Well, the first most important way is to shut up. Voila! As simple as this. What do is you shut up, you listen to what your colleague or your friend is saying, and then you respond with a simple sentence. How does this make you feel? That's it. See? See? It's super easy, isn't it? This is something you can say. No problem. How does this make you feel? That's all. With one sentence, you have, first of all, avoided judgment, positive or negative. You just avoid it altogether. First, great move. Second things you have done, you have made space for this other individual to express himself or herself in a very truthful, authentic way, probably for the first time since you have met them. What do I mean by that? Is that I'm going to be very straightforward. So far, the version of this person that you have met is highly sugar coated to look like you, to look like a neurotypical, highly masked. This is masking to the fullest. So for the first time, you are making space for this person to come to you exactly in the way she is.
Isn't this invaluable? I mean, would you maybe walk over the opportunity to meet this person for real and connect for real?
And I know what you're thinking. I know what you are thinking. You may be thinking in a corner of your mind that does this mean then that this person has been fake for so long? Well, if you think that, the problem is you. No, this person was not faking anything, was doing the best they could with the means they had. Another reason to be kind to them is that maybe you didn't click in your mind, but the moment you find out that you are autistic or that you have ADHD, that you are dyslexic, you are now embedding another identity that comes on top of the others. You were already the daughter of somebody, the partner of somebody else, the employee of someone else, and now you're also a person with a disability, because at the end of the day, this is how it is classified clinically. It's a disability. So now you find yourself with this new identity that weighs a ton, and you don't know even how to know yourself again, because you have been masking your ways of being for so long that you yourself, you don't know who you are right now. And then there is you who comes and say, oh, come on. You understand? So the very best thing you can do in your interest and in the interest of the relationship is showing some empathy. I'm going to repeat again. Ask this person, how do you feel? How does this diagnosis make you feel? That's all you have to say. That's it. I would love to know in the comments which was your experience in communicating these type of things to someone else, and how have you responded if this has already happened to you. Continue liking the show, subscribing, share it with anyone who can be interested in this type of content, and I will see you in the next episode.